A's Extra.
Welcome back to the Anglers Extra pregame show. I'm Jack Smith, and I'm joined by two Chatham managers, John Schiffner, who managed the A's for 25 years, and Sheets in his first season. Sheets, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to start with Schiff. He's got 25 years on you. Schiff, welcome back to Veterans Field. How does it feel to be back here?
Different, but it's been enough time away. Just it's okay, but it is different. This was a wonderful place. I mean, it was my home, for a long time. Right over there, I leaned on that dugout there for a long time.
Sheets, you've got someone here who's done your job for 25 years. What have you learned from him so far?
Well, he was one of the first calls I made when I got the gig, and I look forward to a friendship that we're starting to unearth, that we realize that now we got to start a podcast. Now him and I have to spend time on his back deck. There's a lot of things that are going to come from this, but I always pay homage to the people that laid the groundwork before you, and that's why Schiff was one of my first calls.
The Seach and Schiff show has to come out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, somewhere.
Because that's been called that before.
It's too easy to say.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
What advice do you have for Sheets in his first year as Chatham's manager?
Just enjoy the ride. And he says that all the time on Thursdays. Enjoy it. This is a special place. The athletes are so cool. You turn the TV on. I've turned the TV on for 25 years, and there's a guy that played for me, or there's a guy that I coached against, and it's like so cool. And you see them here where it's so pure. I mean, that's why I stayed as long as I did. I mean, I didn't have to come back when I was an assistant coach. I was here from 78 to 82, came back in 90, and I didn't have to, but I did because there was that draw, the Cape League and the players, and then I got the opportunity to be the head guy, and it's just fantastic. It's just such a great experience. And some people out there have heard this before. This is one of the 10 best jobs in amateur baseball, and I always told people this is the best job. It's Chatham, and I'll always say that. As much as fun as I'm having with Falmouth right now, it's Chatham.
In a sentence or two, what makes it the best job?
The field is beautiful. The people who run it are fantastic. You're in Chatham, Massachusetts, and this is a great organization. Steve West did a hell of a job, or does a hell of a job. He's got great people behind him. My dear buddy Ed Baird. It's a wonderful, wonderful place, and they've done it, and it just gets better and better each year.
I'm Jack Smith, joined by John Schiffner and Sheets here on the Managers Show today. Two Chatham managers with me. Sheets, what about Schiff do you want to pay homage to?
Well, they laid a lot of groundwork for this place. And I don't want to dig too deep, but you talked about his run, through the 70s and the early 80s, and I was born in 81. I don't want to make you feel that old. Is that too soon? Okay, I was born, but this dude wore this jersey before I was born. There's things that he's known about the league, seen about the league, he can offer me as a young coach, and hopefully help me prevent some fall downs, and there's things that he's going to give me that's wisdom that he knows. I'm soaking it all in, going, dude, help me, because I need guidance in this thing. And like we talked about at the dinner, you see a turtle on a fence post, you recognize he didn't get there by himself. So I recognize there's people that have helped put me in this position, but I still have to lean on the people that have been here and wore that jersey that can certainly help me as I move forward.
6 games in, how is the Cape League compared to your expectations?
Man, it's awesome on so many fronts, but you're always growing and changing, and I see things that I want to do differently. Even now, and we talked about that in our team meeting today, that we're going to go this way. I know places I have to be better. I don't feel like my communication has been great because I'm sort of letting them kind of feel their way through it. Well, I'm changing that. I'm changing that today, and this is how we're going to do it. We talked about the environment, and Schiff, recognize, hey man, just keep it as fun as you can. That's what I told them. I'm going to hang around with people that I want to spend time with, and we're going to have fun, and we're going to enjoy it, and we love to win, but we're going to enjoy our time together because this is about your growth. Sometimes those are uncomfortable conversations. Sometimes those are pump-up conversations, but it's all that ebbing and flowing. And again, the more you're here, the more you feel, and the more I feel, the more I start to learn that, hey man, I'm on the right path, or I have to make an adjustment on that.
Schiff, 6 games in, what have you seen from the Commodores?
We've got a great group of kids who are really, they bonded very, very nicely, which is, Jeff does such a great job doing that. And we've had some tough games. We swung the bat okay. We're okay. We're 1-5, 1-6. 1-6? 1-5.
1-5.
Oh, good. Okay. And I feel as though it's a good 1-5. That doesn't sound correct, but the bats, they're improving. We got some young coaches who are just working their butts off, and I have seen improvement from day 1 to now day 7. So it's great. It's why I came back. I didn't want to have to deal with all this, the NIL and the portal and all that stuff. That just, oh my God, it just boggles my mind. We could have a whole show on that. But what I'm doing is I'm coaching and I'm teaching and I'm telling stories. The kids love my stories because I'm an old guy. They want to hear these stories about, so forth. But it's been wonderful. I'm really glad to get back in the field. I did not know how much I missed it.
Can't wait to hear those stories someday.
Oh boy, I got a million of them. I'm going to write a book someday.
Do you have anything else to say to the fans of Chatham?
Oh, I miss you guys. Miss you guys a whole lot. It was a wonderful 25 years as a skipper, and it is home for me. I mean, I grew up in Jersey and I was in Connecticut for a long time, but Chatham, Mass, I will call my home. The people who grew up here will say, "No, you're a Wash-ashore Schiffner," but that's okay. I don't care. They want to call me a Wash-ashore, that's fine. But no, it was a wonderful, wonderful experience.
Sheets, quickly before we wrap it up here on the Manager's Show, what will it take to beat him here today?
Well, I can't really, no matter what the score is, his name's on the wall. So he wins no matter what, and I'm okay with that. It's really, again, like we talked, man, it's not about that. It's the process, letting these two teams figure it out on the field. We're all in support of their growth and them understanding who they are and uncovering some things about themselves. I look forward to the rivalry, but more than that, man, the friendship's what matters. You hear me say this a lot, brother. It's a people battle out here in life, and I want to surround myself with really great people, and that's why that dude's in my corner.
That'll do it for us here on the Manager's Show, joined by John Schiffner and Sheets, 26 combined years of Chatham coaching experience. And that'll wrap it up for us here on the Manager's Show.